Well, the Ministry of External Affairs has spoken on the ongoing protests in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, saying that the demonstrations are a direct consequence of Pakistan's decades-long systemic exploitation, denial of fundamental rights and administrative oppression in areas under its illegal and forcible occupation. Now, the MEA has asserted that India hopes that the international community will hold Pakistan fully accountable for those abuses and misdeeds. Let's in fact listen in.
The ongoing protests in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir are a direct consequence of Pakistan's decades-long, systemic exploitation, denial of fundamental rights and administrative oppression in areas under its illegal and forcible occupation. Rather than addressing the legitimate grievances of the local population, the Pakistani state has responded with excessive police brutality, including against helpless women and children, blocking essential supplies, including of food and medicine, enforcing internet blackouts, and deploying lethal force against unarmed civilians that has led to tragic fatalities. We expect and hope that the international community will hold Pakistan accountable, fully accountable to these egregious abuses and misdeeds.
So, Atul, we have another statement from the MEA, but this time regarding the protests and demonstrations that are being held in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And obviously, India has asked the world to take note of these demonstrations and take note of the human rights abuses that are taking place over there.
Well, yes, India expressing its concern over all the development that is ongoing in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, where, for several months now, what we are seeing is that, there has been a widespread clampdown on protesters, as well as we have seen, strikes by, different stakeholders who have been involved in this whole movement. Now, what we're learning is that the Joint Awami Action Committee, the organization that is spearheading all the protests, have been, charged with terrorism, sections of the law, and a lot of the office bearers have also been, thrown under jails, as well as there has been a lot of, disappearances of people as well. Now, the Pakistani-occupied Jammu and Kashmir and the has been, witnessing this whole disturbance that people have been protesting against the Pakistani authorities over high electricity bills, a lack of economic opportunities, as well as, unemployment as well. So a lot of, economic concerns have been flagged by Joint Awami Action Committee, who has been leading this whole protest, and that has, been, faced serious clampdown from Pakistani authorities. We have seen incidents where, firing has also been done on those protesters, and some of them have also lost their lives. And the whole of the entire victims, all the concerned people in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir have been asking for international help and sort of a rescue. In fact, they have also been voicing demands like reunification with India is what has been going on for several weeks now, and that has now been reflected in the statement by MEA, which has expressed concern over everything that is ongoing and has also sort of demanded for international attention to this matter that has been ongoing in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir.
Absolutely, Atul. Thank you so much for all those inputs. Well, viewers, we are now shifting our focus to some other breaking news that is coming in at this hour.